Welcome back. You're watching Young Turks. Even as I speak, 25,000 people of his are guarding corporate, residential and government installations across the country. Be it offices, homes or highways, Rahul Nanda's Turks group has an eye on each one of them. It's quite a fascinating transformation story of how an ailing family-owned company is today a 100 crore rupee security services conglomerate. A distress call comes in from a Mumbai suburb. Within seconds, the closest Turks line crew swings into action. It's India's first private emergency service and Rahul Nanda's most ambitious project to date, born when a friend's wife lost her life due to delayed medical response.
Let's say you're sitting right now here and something happens to your dad or your husband right now in Bombay City. Who do you call, Menka? You don't know whom to call in Bombay. Kisko phone maro? Bhai, kaun aayega? Aayenge, zarur. But the commitment of reaching in time was not there. And the guarantee of the resources, the training, the software, the technology is not there. So I realized there's a big need in this. The entire idea came to me in 6 minutes.
What's the response been to Turks line?
Oh, phenomenal. I would say 10 times much more than what we thought about. Over 140,000 people up till now, members.
In Mumbai City?
In Mumbai City. And what have we established in Turks line is the positioning of the brand.
Today the brand is pulling in the money, but it wasn't like that when Rahul took over the company 12 years ago. Then 21, he was faced with the daunting task of not just building a security services business, but an entire industry. Today the Turks group does 100 crore rupees in revenue with 80 offices across India and 3,500 clients.
I would say 3 years, 4 years, the people have actually started realizing the need of security. They've started believing that security is an investment, not expenditure. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
What were some of the things you had to do to, let's say, convince clients that it was important for them to
besides
burning
his factory down or killing somebody, I did everything else. No, serious note. It was just not selling tops. It was selling the entire industry and making them realize the need, which is so nascent and so much required, essential. Oh, I had to wait for hours. I remember a company called Parley. We still have the contract now. It's been 11 years, and I got the contract after waiting for an appointment for more than 12 and a half hours. Because when I joined, we just had 2 officers and 10 employees.
So you were virtually doing everything?
There was nobody else to do anything.
Okay.
I was the accounts officer, sales officer, marketing officer, operations officer, trading officer, night checker, everything myself. Then there was another contract we got at Retreat Hotel. A friend of mine, Sandeep, Reja. I didn't know him, of course, that time. To get that contract, I had to visit that hotel over 140 times.
When did you know, or when did you think that finally this is taking off? The 12.5-hour wait, the 140 visits, they're all paying off.
I remember the first time I really got exultation, as they say. I was really feeling ecstatic was when we got our first huge contract, which was Rashtriya Chemical and Fertilizers, RCF, in Thal, Alibag. That was a 1 lakh contract a month.
Wow.
That was 12 lakhs a year. And when I saw that check of 1 lakh in my hand, I was like, shit, I've earned 1 lakh, it was a big thing that time. And today when we get contracts of 10, 20 lakhs a month, I'm like, that's too small, let's talk big business, You change time, you start thinking bigger. Like this year, we will do 140 odd crores, 150 crores. But we have plans being 2,000 crores, actually, 1,500 crores actually, in 5 years.
In this country, and I think for whatever reasons historically, banks have never been very open to entrepreneurs. It's very difficult to get money unless you're from a famous business business family or you've got some earlier business experience.
I agree.
So again, did you ever have to go out to look for money? Was it all self-funded?
You won't believe, up till just a year back, we never had any working capital. We never had any OD. We never had any overdraft, nothing at all. People laugh at us.
So how did you survive?
They said Turks is the case in study. I'm saying this, the fact is that whatever we earn, we put it back to the company. I would not even take money home for weeks and months and years. Just survive on whatever savings we have because it's owned by me. So my aim was to make it into what it is today. But now with top line coming in, we had to go for external funds. It's just too big a project.
Where did you have to go?
To the bankers.
And how receptive were they to the entire project?
Very good. We talked to 3 bankers and 2 did extend the loan to us. We have huge, like I said, we have huge profits. Huge profits. We're a very good profit-making company, but yes, we have debts outstanding in the market, which are not very healthy, because these customers don't believe in paying on time. But now we're working towards that. Earlier, for many years, our entire focus was top line, not top line. You mean revenues?
Top line, yeah, I got it.
Top line.
Yeah.
Yeah. For many years, we never focused on bottom lines and EBITDA and PABTs and PATs. But in the past 1.5 years, we started thinking of bottom lines now.
With 25,000 employees across 7 group companies, mind you, not a single union here, the TOPS Group offers services that range from guarding corporate and residential properties, facility management, armoured cash movement, investigative services and security equipment. The blueprint for this expansion was drawn up 5 years ago.
It's a big cycle. When we went for ISO 9001 certification, 9002, 4 years back, which was one of our first in India, it took us 16 months to just work on our manuals and get a certification, because it's such a cumbersome process, because we're dealing with human beings. You know, someone comes to my company and say, how good is the company? I said, you know, like other companies deal with products. You sell a phone, you could be selling a credit card, you could be, you know, selling Coke or Pepsi. That's the product. Our products are human beings, services. You know, so it's so human-centric. You're dealing with the human mind. I'm sitting and talking to you right now with 25,000 of my men securing 10,000 houses and offices right now. And I'm so calm and composed because the system works for us.
How much has Rahul changed in the past 18 years?
Besides that, I've become slightly overweight and grey. I've not changed a bit. Okay. I'm still the same. I still dream a lot. I still want to be the biggest security group in the world. Not in India. We're number 2 in India. We'll be number 1 within the next 2 years. TOPS line, like I said, is phenomenally a great venture. We have plans to go international. London again. We started off in London. I was living in London for a year. We failed. We learnt. So someone says, you lost money in London, 4-5 crores, whatever. I said, no. It was just an expensive lesson in learning how not to lose it again.
Your personality is an intrinsic part of your success. The ability to persist, to pursue.
I think that's there in all of us.
Flamboyance a little bit, the confidence.
I was not flamboyant earlier. I had to change my personality.
Why did you have to change your personality?
Because I was recently in a party and someone said, Rahul, you know, you are very tough and well built and all. I said, you got to look like a business, you know. What do you do? A man, you see a pot-bellied guy, you see a thin guy. Hello, G. Doing security. Main security chalata hu, G. It won't work, no? You're
an incredible page 3 animal. You're on every party circuit that one reads off in any newspaper or on any television channel. You're rubbing shoulders with all the top politicians, businessmen, socialites. I mean, anyone who's anyone in the city and outside the city also. Is this part of your job, or is it just part of
Absolutely.
your fun life, your other life?
An entrepreneur has got no fun life. He's got nothing besides work. When he's sleeping, he's thinking of work. When he's having a bath, he's thinking of work. When he's partying, he's thinking only of work. I don't think any of my entrepreneurial friends who are watching the show would go to a party to just chill and have a beer, have a wine.
It's all networking.
It's all networking. It's all networking. And all these guys who are saying, they understand it. Some of them are, oh, don't be crazy, you know. They may like, you know, have that, you know, thing for their perception, you know. It's all
about being seen in the right place.
It's all about seeing the right place. It's all about meeting the right people.
Well, he's met some already, large private equity fund managers who want to invest in TOPS. That's the next phase in Rahul's growth plan, and the goal is to get from the number 2 position to number 1. Diwan Rahul Nanda, he prefers to be addressed by the family title, wants to be the man you can count on when in trouble. Rahul Nanda, quite a guy. Time to take a short break here, but when we come back, both our guests on the show today speak of success and money. Stay tuned for that.